Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are reviewing the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. So from what I see on the website, this foundation comes in 25 shades. I have what I believe is the lightest shade, 05 Breeze. And if you have a look, it looks a touch on the dark side. Now 25 shades isn't a bad shade range at all. The shade range is mostly medium tones like many foundations are, a couple of light tones and a couple of dark tones. You can tell 05 Breeze and I think another one, 8.5, were added because there's either not a light enough shade or there's too big of a jump between shade ranges. So I'm going to insert some swatches here so you can see how the foundation shade compares to other foundations in my collection. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in 0.5 Breeze. This is the Ordinary Coverage Foundation in Very Fair. This is the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation in Creamy Vanilla. This is the Body Shop Fresh Nude Foundation in Chelsea Porcelain. This is the LA Girl Pro HD Illuminating Foundation in Very Fair. So now we're going to have a look at the claims. So it claims to be a foundation and concealer in one for a natural beyond perfecting look that lasts all day. It's supposed to be a lightweight moisturising makeup that covers without clogging pores. Due to the rich pigment level that enhances the flawless coverage makeup, shades may appear deeper when first applied. Leave the foundation to settle for a few minutes. That will allow the high pigment in the formula to adapt to your skin tone, which is why you get such a flawless perfected finish, suitable for all skin types. So if you're new to my channel, I have normal to dry skin. It is more normal because of a good skincare routine, which will be coming up in a video very shortly. So if you like this review, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And if you press that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. YouTube's a bit funny like that. It doesn't really let anyone know that your videos are online unless you press that notification bell. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply this foundation and wear it throughout the day, and I will let you know what I think. So if that's what you're interested in, then keep on watching. This literally took me a gigantic cup of tea to get me out of bed this morning. So again, I have a sample pot of this foundation. It's not super liquidy, it is rather thick, so I'm hoping that means the coverage is going to be really nice. On the website, I can't find a specific section that says, oh, this is full coverage, this is medium, all of that. It just keeps saying flawless, flawless, flawless. And because this is a kind of concealer and foundation, I'm anticipating it's going to be likely full coverage, but we shall see. Now this shade is looking a little bit dark for me, but it says it's supposed to kind of adjust to your skin tone. You have to leave it a couple of minutes on your skin, so I think we'll see how that goes. Just going to apply a generous amount. So as usual, we're going to do one side of my face with the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and on the other we're going to use the Real Techniques sponge. So this does feel really thick upon blending it out. So I have the lightest shade, 05, and it's looking dark, like orange. But the coverage is actually really, really good. I would say it's low full coverage. I see nearly nothing coming through with the brush. I think it's looking really nice in terms of full coverage. It's like a semi-matte finish, I'd say. I think it looks really nice on the skin. It's not settling anywhere. It just looks really flawless, really flawless. So I'm not going to have to use any concealer to spot conceal, but I still use it under my eyes. I feel like you can still see a lot of under eye baggage going on. Although it does look very dark, I think it's a really beautiful finish. It is low full coverage and it looks really nice on the skin. I don't feel like it's attaching to any dry patches. I think it just looks really flawless. I wouldn't say it looks massively natural, but then it's very difficult to tell when it doesn't match your skin tone at all. So we shall see how it goes on the sponge side. So I don't feel like the product's going quite as far. I put an even amount on each side and I'm really having to work with it more, so it's not got enough product on that side, so I do need to top up a touch. I can tell that it's oxidised as shade as it looks about half a shade to a shade lighter on this side. Now that's how I'm going at it with a sponge. But I would say that it looks even more natural with a sponge. But you definitely would have to use more product, as a sponge just seems to soak up whatever you're putting on. As you can see, on this side it looks a bit more natural and skin-like, but you use more product, this doesn't look quite as natural. Although you use more product, I would still say that it looks a lot nicer with the sponge. But yes, this is the lightest shade and it is very dark. As you can see, it really doesn't match my neck. I'm going to have to blend this fairly far down my neck. But otherwise, I don't mind the foundation. I think it looks really beautiful. I think if you can find your shade, this is a beautiful foundation. It's not settling too badly into my forehead lines. They're still visible, but it doesn't claim to plump them or anything like that. It's not a plumping foundation. Yeah, so far I'm really liking this foundation. It is really nice, full coverage and almost natural looking. So I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on and I'll be right back. Hi guys, it's about 12:04 and I finished setting on my makeup at about 11:30, so we're going to call that the check-in time. And I'm really liking this foundation. It looks so beautiful on the skin. It settled a touch into my forehead lines, but that is my only complaint. It looks so beautiful on the skin, so natural skin like. I had to set my cheeks with powder products on top, but otherwise I've had absolutely no problems with it. It looks so gorgeous. If this came in my shade, I would be all over this foundation right now. I'm just really enjoying it, at the moment. So for the makeup I used on the rest of my face, I used the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C1. I set my cheeks and under eyes with the Coty Airspun powder, and to be honest, I don't know why I set my under eyes with this, because although it's supposed to be a translucent powder, it doesn't really brighten my under eyes, so I'm really not sure why I use that and not the Barry M one, which does brighten my under eyes. But anyway, to bronze my forehead, I used the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in Sun Bronze. To contour, I used my Makeup Geek contour pan in Infidelity. For highlight, I used the Soph Revolution palette. For blush, I used this shade here from the Revolution Sugar and Spice blush palette. I use the same thing every single day for my eyebrows. It's the Revolution Redemption palette. And for my eyes, I used the Morphe 15N Nightmaster palette. You will see a video swatching all of these shadows coming up very shortly. For mascara, I used the L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll mascara. To set my face, I used the Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Setting Spray. And on my lips, I used the Gosh Matte Liquid Lips in the shade The Red. So I'm so hoping that this foundation lasts really well throughout the day, but I will check in with you guys very soon. Hi guys, it's now about 3:30, which means I've had the foundation on for about 4 hours now, and I just wanted to let you guys know what I think. I am really liking it. Honestly, I don't see it clinging anywhere. I don't see it going patchy. It's settled a touch into like one smile line, but that's it. I'm really enjoying it. It's held all my makeup really well. My only concern is that it's just so dark for me and it's the lightest shade. Otherwise, I'd be out there buying a bottle. But it does look really nice. It has settled slightly into my forehead lines. So I think when it's still setting and still damp on my forehead, I kind of need to like beat that out a little bit more to prevent it settling into my lines. But apart from that, it looks really nice. It's not gotten cakey or makeup-y looking yet. It still looks really beautiful, flawless, natural. Hey guys, so it's currently about 8 o'clock, which means I've had this foundation on for about 8.5 hours now. And to be honest, it's not looking too bad. It's looking a touch cakey in my opinion since the last check-in. It's not quite as flawless as it was before. It doesn't look so natural anymore. It looks fairly makeup-y. But I'm not truly that bothered by it. I feel like it does still look very good. It still looks full coverage. but it is separating a touch down here. It's holding my product very well, which not many other foundations do. I haven't topped any of this up today and it's held. I haven't had a foundation do that before, so I am very impressed. But otherwise, I think in the long term it looks a little bit makeup-y, so I think around the 6 hour point is when it started to look like that. Otherwise, I'm really enjoying it, and I think if I was going to wear this foundation for 6 hours, it would be absolutely perfect. So if you like my foundation reviews, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and if you press that notification bell, then you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you very much for watching.